Sun deck. Well, the hotel I had last night had an 11th floor sun deck, and I do not like height, but what I do love is showing my lion hearts the best parts of the cities that I go to. And when you're granted the beauty of a sun deck that looks over the whole city, you'd be a dang fool not to take it and look at it, wouldn't you? So let's start off today with a little bit of walk around my sun deck right before I leave Stockholm. And where are we going? Well, we're going back to Iceland today. We're going to Keflavik. And today we're not going to see any of Reykjavik. We're actually going to see all the parts of the city that I didn't see the last time I was there. Well, not all the parts, but just enough to make it worth it. Daze with Jordan the Lion begins now. And now, let's go have some breakfast. Looks amazing. Alright, I'm going to try and do a little bit of vlogging before I take off in the hour that I have before I have to go to the airport and check out. See what we can find. Alright, I have till 12 to check out, but I actually got to leave here way before that, so let's go see the city. And that's how I'm going to get there. That is the central station, and I'm going to take what's called the express train, or whatever that is, and that's going to get us to Stockholm Arlanda Airport. You see that building right there? I believe that is City Hall. And there was a whole brochure on City Hall, so I'm gonna go take a look because it looks like it's got some really, really fascinating and ornate pieces around it. And sorry guys, I am losing my voice. Well guys, I have a little surprise for you. Look at my shirt. A handful of you had requested that I go see the Anything ABBA while I was in Sweden, and I was like, I don't necessarily have time, even though I'm only going to be in Stockholm for one day. I don't know much about their history, and I really didn't like the band. But when I was actually at the Vasa Museum, I noticed that the ABBA Museum wasn't all that far away, and I started thinking, you know, a handful of the people that had requested that I do that were people that had donated their hard-earned money over time and had been loyal supporters and viewers of this. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go. For them, I feel that that's the right thing to do. And I went, and I just want to thank you guys because it gave me a whole new appreciation for the band, all the costumes, all the hard work, how prolific they were, just everything they did, and it was a pretty awesome trip and an awesome vlog. So you'll see it in the future. It's going to be one of those that I like sparse out later on when I have to work. But I just want to thank you guys because if you wouldn't have said something or you wouldn't have requested it, and especially the people that are probably my most loyal supporters, if you guys wouldn't have requested it, I probably wouldn't have went, and I'm glad I did. So thank you. So the game plan for me today is fly to Keflavik, Iceland, do a little bit of touring around on my layover, and then I get to fly home. And since the Lioness is flying out tomorrow afternoon for a few days of her vacation, I gotta go see her. So I'm gonna go from the airport to her house, and then tomorrow afternoon I'm gonna take her to the airport on my way to get the Joster. Now let's go see City Hall. Now in my opinion, from the travels that I've had, didn't really enjoy Stockholm that much. I enjoyed the things I saw, but the restaurant I went to last night was the worst service I've ever had in my life. The people here are pretty rude, at least the people that I've met, and I just didn't, I don't know, it just didn't feel fun to me. If you're gonna go to Sweden, just, I guess, spend the extra money and go to Gotland, at least from my preference. Now that's not to say that I won't ever come back, because I'm sure I will. And I actually have a friend that lives here, Lena, you guys met her, she lives here, and told me I could come visit anytime I want and stay with her, but I think if I were gonna come back, I would have to come and stay with her because I would wanna see it with somebody who's native to the area. It just didn't, I don't know, something about it rubbed me the wrong way. And unfortunately I did yesterday try and take a boat tour of the city, but it just didn't work out. I waited and waited and waited for a boat that never came, so just didn't happen. I'm sorry guys. Well, here we are, the magnificent City Hall. A building made of 8 million bricks. 1911 to 1928 or 23, something like that. And you might know this beyond just being where the politicians work, but this is where they host the Nobel Peace Prize banquet every year. So let's go take a look. And this building was actually built around two piazzas, and it was designed after like Renaissance castles all over Europe. Took a few aspects from everything, and well, not everything, but a few things, and put it in there. Look how ornate that is. I love that. See, you can, if you get close enough, you can see the sailboats here, and you can see the buildings and even the people. And the angel right there. Look at that. There's even a blimp. Doesn't say Goodyear, but this is, wow, that's beautiful. Beautiful, look at that. Can you see the statues up there? Michael warned me they were doing some construction here, so you might be able to tell that two of those pillars look a little different than the others. Actually, three of them, because the one over here, and then right here, and then right here. They actually covered those with a fake brick facade with the statue that should be there or is in there underneath, the way that you see it in these other two right there. So I give them credit for that, you know, at least if you have to be doing some construction, you can still keep it somewhat original so people can see what they're missing. Now let's go look at the water from here, and they actually have a few statues. They have some things on the outside of the building, and I don't have a zoom lens. That's probably going to be my next purchase. But you can see that there is, right up there where those circular things are right there, there's actually a bust in each one. I don't know of who, but they're all different. And then if you look even further on top, right up there, you can see there's a couple of gold statues aligning in the top as well. And this is where we came in. You can see there's also another statue right there in the center, little centerpiece. All the sculptures, I mean, they're everywhere. Not every pillar, but around certain pillars. Then you have them over here on the walls.
But it shouldn't. No. And it's the hard thing is learning.
And we're not done yet. This is a pretty big building. I don't know that I'll make it around every section of it, but I want to show you a little bit of it. Now, one of the funny stories that Norpon told me was he told me that one of his favorite bars that he goes to on the mainland here, he goes, "Yeah, man, the guy who owns that bar, man, he's the guy that nominated Bob Dylan for a Nobel Peace Prize." I was like, "Wow, really?" He's like, "Oh yeah, man, this guy loves Dylan." I'm really gonna miss seeing the friends that I have here Johan and Stefan and Norpan. Those guys are like friends for life, and I was actually telling somebody, I said, you know, when Michael told me that I was gonna go do the road trip with Norpan, I had met Norpan in the United States, but I've met a few of Michael's friends from Sweden and the United States, and I didn't necessarily recall exactly who he was. And you guys know me, I really don't like being surrounded by people if I don't have a choice or if I don't know them that well. So I was a little bit worried, but within about 20 seconds or a minute of being in the car with Norpan and we're singing to the radio and we're having fun and we're talking and stuff, all of a sudden it reminded me, I'm like, this is one of Michael's oldest friends, and Michael has good taste in friends, so what am I worried about? And true to form, every one of his friends that I met while I was here, I would consider not only a good friend, but a great friend and almost a best friend. It's just that camaraderie. It's no wonder that Michael and I became friends when I met the other people that he's friends with here. Oh, nice. Look at this flower maze. This was definitely worth coming to see today. I'm glad that I came to City Hall. I actually only did it because I was like, well, it's close, somewhat close to my hotel, and they did give me an entire like pamphlet or brochure on the place. Maybe it's worth seeing. Sure was. Maybe one of the most gorgeous palace-looking places I've ever been in my life. Is that a falcon? No, swan, or what is it? Pelican. Man. I really need to learn my animals, don't I? Sound like an idiot. I sound like an idiot, don't I? Look at you smiling, spitting water at me. Now let's walk all the way over to the other side where the water is. There's a little elevated section. I'd kind of like to see what's over there. No jaw, how dare you? How dare you? Can you see up there at the very, very top, there's a crescent moon? There's lights in that moon, and at night they light it up and you can see it from all over the waters and across the harbor. It says Gustav Sandberg. He must have been a nobleman of some sort. Now here's the elevated area I want to see. Let's see what's up here. Besides an awesome view. Oh, wow. I wonder if that's Birger Jarl. I don't know my history enough. I wonder if that's Birger Magnusson. No, probably not. That would have been interesting if it was. That's a total King Tut looking sarcophagus. Pretty cool. That should have been me. That should have been me. So I think what this section was up here is just one honey of a photo op with the flags behind you. Look at that. And see right there in those bricks is that crescent moon that was on top of the building I showed you. As much as I've enjoyed Sweden, I really can't wait to get back to the US. It's been 2 weeks and kind of missing my surroundings a little bit. But this is ideally what I would love to do. Take off for a week at a time, maybe once a month or once every 2 months, and do a little bit of European exploring and pick one city and go there for a week. And look, they have stairs that go right into the water right here by this statue. And they have another bookended right down there. Goodbye, City Hall. Well, time to go check out at the hotel and get to Arlanda Airport. Time flies when you're vlogging, my friends, time flies. I thought I had an hour, and I've been here for over half an hour filming. Good times. Remember what I said? Only way to see a city is on foot. You can quote me on that. So if you were curious of the tally, just curious as to how active I've been, I have about 3 or 4, maybe more Gotland vlogs in the can for the future. I have, I think, 3 Reykjavik vlogs. I think I have 2 or 3 Stockholm vlogs, and I'm sure I will do some in Keflavik today. Maybe 2, I don't know. At least 1, maybe 2 hopefully. Unless there's a major snafu in the flight or something, I should be able to do that. So I probably got about 10 extra vlogs out of this trip. Not bad. So let's go check out of the Scandic Hotel and hit Central Station. Police. All right, let's get out of here. Here we go. Next stop, the airport. All right, I made it. And there's my ride. There's my ride. Well, my friends, I'm gonna end this vlog up here in the sky because otherwise the vlog's just gonna be too long, and this will give me a day to take a day off when I get back. I'm gonna be jet lagged, and that way I won't miss an upload. So when I land in Keflavik, that'll be the vlog that you guys watch tomorrow. A little bit of a cliffhanger. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the last part of Sweden. And to quote Douglas Adams, so long and thanks for all the fish. They love their fish. So tomorrow, we'll reconvene as I get off the plane in Keflavik, Iceland. We'll do some vlogging and we'll go home. I'll see you soon, Ja. Have a good night.
Scratching the door, bursting my mold. If you didn't know yet,